What up, guys? This is the COD Freak here. Not really COD Freak much, but we're in Kerbal Space Program today. It's kind of a new game. I put up a video of it, how to get into orbit, and I thought I'd go to the next step and how to get to the moon. Yeah, but okay. So I got this ship here. It takes a really long time to make it up, and I don't really want to rebuild it. That'd take a while. And it would just make this video a whole lot longer and a whole lot more boring, because you guys want to get to exciting stuff and land on the moon and such. So I'm just going to go through what I have here. So I'm not going to go by their exact names, just kind of going to, look at the orange tank. Okay, so what we have here is, we're going to start from the inside first, I guess. So first we have a parachute, in case you want to go back to Kerbal. Then we have this is an MK1. I know that this is an MK1 pod. Then we have, I'm going to have to go through this. Now this right here, this is the FLT 400 fuel tank, and then we have a SS module, a stabilizer. Then we have RCS fuel, which is this. And then for the RCS fuel, we need an RCS thrust blaster, which we put those on the top capsule because we'll need those throughout the whole entire flight. Next, we have our landing gears, which are, I believe, in structural, then utility. And I just use these landing struts, the LT2 landing struts. And then we have, I got 3 of those, I put 4 of those. Then we also have a ladder. Those are also in utility. I'll just show you them really quick. I use this one. It's the Tesla LV Bay Mobility Enhancer. And then we have a decoupler and a rocket engine. It is, I know the rocket engine, it is it's the smaller one of these this is the one exactly, the liquid fuel engine. The LV909 liquid fuel engine. Okay, sorry. And then we have some 2 FLT 500 fuel tanks, 2 of those. And I just got some of these here just in case you have a docking station, which this one actually has enough fuel to get there. And then we have the LVT-45 liquid fuel engines. Okay. Then we have some decouplers here and 2 more of the FLT 500 fuel tanks. On top of these, there's 4 of those. Then we have the same thruster as the one down here. Now on to these. Another decoupler, and then we have 2 large orange fuel tanks, like so. And then we have the Rockmax Skipper liquid engine. We have 4 of those, like so. And then we have the cones on top, and then we have solid fuel thrusters. That is, let me find it. It is the RT10 solid fuel booster. We've got 2 of those on each one. And then we have these strut connectors. Just put them on this. This will stop the wobbling. Now, most likely you're going to be near orbit, and you're going to start orbit when these ones want to come off. And I've had many, I fixed it obviously, but I had many times where I actually crashed because one of these hit the engine, and it just explodes. It's all bad. So then what you want to put on are these Separatron 1. And you just put those on each. So then what happens is when you let go of these decouplers, they'll shoot out and get these giant orange tanks away from your rocket, which is nice. Okay, so I think we went through everything. Oh yeah, and then we also have some stabilizers. You need stabilizers, 4 of them, each on 1 orange fuel tank. Now let's go through the staging. Okay. Yep, let's go through the staging. Okay, so we have we have all 4 of these going off at the same time, as well as the stabilizers. And then we have the solid fuel tanks going off as well. The next stage is we want these 4 orange tanks to fall off. And then we want these separatrons to activate. And then we also want these also to, and then we want these fuels. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I hope you can. 1 minute, I'll check on that. Okay, good, you can. So what you want to do is these engines right here. You will also want those to activate, as well as the main engine. And I forgot to do something. These are in the propulsion. Where are they? Here they are. They are external fuel ducts. So I just put one of those on each. Or I should have put one on each. Well, one of them should be on each. I'll just do that right now. So what you need to do is you need it from the outer fuel tank to the main fuel tank. And what that will do is once these actually disconnect, that's the next step. You'll have these two rocket things disconnect. Most likely they'll just disperse because they're a lot lighter than these giant tanks. So they'll just disperse. You don't need separate ones. And then this one, since you have these, it's giving gas to this. So what will happen is once you get rid of those, you'll have full gas again in this main tank. And most likely by the time that you get to the moon, you'll still have this main tank here. And just let it go. Doesn't matter how much fuel you have left. And then you'll have a smaller tank here ready to go. And then you have your parachute as your last, but most likely you won't need your parachute since you're going to the moon. And you just kind of got to follow my instructions. Now, I'm not going to show you how to get into orbit. I've already made this like really long. Just go check out my orbiting video if you don't know how. You're probably taking it too fast if you're already trying to figure out how to get to the moon if you don't know how to get to orbit. So just go check that out. I'll try to make an annotation or a link somewhere on the video, or check in the video description, or just go to my channel. So, meet you guys in orbit. Okay, so up in orbit, and I did use a little bit different of a ship. I mean, the one that I had earlier. This one, no, it's basically the same as mine. It just doesn't have a ladder, and it's got this thing right here, which is a mod add-on. But, you know, we're not going to be using that. I don't really use it. I used to use it when I, was first playing it, but I don't use it anymore, and I forgot to take it off the ship. Anyways, let's go on from now. So now we're in orbit around Kerbal. So it's a pretty nice one. So we're going to be going to the moon. So the cool thing is the orbit, as you can see, it's exactly lined up with Kerbal. Not like, so as you see, Minmus is a lot harder to get to, in my opinion, because it's on an inclined plane, and you got to really adjust your maneuver node. Your maneuver node, or your maneuver module, something like that. You really got to adjust it to make it, where the inclined plane is. As see if I try to line it up. The moon lines up, but not Minmus. Okay, so we're going to just teach you guys how to get to the moon. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so here I have our ship. So what we're going to do is, I've already made it to the moon a few times. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set that as my target. Like so. Just left click on it. Click set as target. So now here, I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. So basically right now, you're not even going to have to be in your actual game. Just be in the map using M, which you should know that. Okay. So basically what we're going to do is, obviously, the maneuver node here, add a maneuver. We obviously just can't, oh, my bad. So we got to do it from right here. We can't just pull this and go really directly towards the, oh, that was a little off. But we can't just do that directly towards the moon. Because what will happen is, we'll get everything going, and then by the time that we're there, it's going to be another 45 degrees away. So another 45 degrees away from the moon at this point right now would be, it's going to take a little time to figure it out. But for me, it would be around in this area, I'm pretty sure. Another way that you can see that is just by going this, and it's probably not going to be exactly on. But what you can do is you can figure this out and figure where the moon is. So you see, if I'm right here, the moon's going to be right there. So if I'm right here, you're going to go a little bit farther, and you're going to predict where it's going to be. Going to exit that, and for my prediction, I'm predicting that it's going to be over here. So let's see here. If we get an encounter, we should. I'm pretty sure we should. Oh. Yes, we did. Haha. So we got our encounter already. See, so it's actually not that hard. Now, obviously with Minmus, it's on an inclined plane, so it is a little bit harder. Okay, so now we're ready to go. So you see, we have to do our maneuver node in T-minus 29 minutes. So that's pretty far away. So what we're going to do is we're just going to warp. Oh, yeah. Before we warp, I'm going to get my RCS on using R. And we're just going to find this little blue guy over here. I just like to call it the blue person, or the blue dot. And you want to get, you can be somewhere in this general area of the blue dot, but don't really get too far away from it, or, you know, you may not get your encounter. So there we are. We want to keep our stabilizers on using T, and that'll stabilize us to stay on that point. Now, you know, it'll stabilize to stay at that exact place, not the point, but that place. So it's kind of confusing, but let's say you're like this, and the blue dot starts moving. The stabilizer won't actually follow the dot, so you're gonna have to kind of do that manually. And don't get scared if you goes too far or something. You know, you may not get it, but most likely you'll have enough time to get it, if that makes any sense. But just don't really worry about anything I'm saying. So I kind of went too far, but so it says T minus 14, 13. You want to do that about at 30, and just burn. So I'm not even gonna look here. We need to stay in the map because in the actual game it doesn't show us this blue little ring here, and we need that because we can't rely on. Well, usually that'll give us a rough estimate. The estimated burn is 38 seconds. Well, usually it's not going to be exactly that, so we need to keep an eye on this blue thing. And once we get our encounter, we can just hit X, which disables all of our thrusters. So it's kind of nice. So we're just going to burn here. It says about 20 seconds. Now that's pretty a good rough estimate, so get ready to hit X at then, but you know, it's not exactly going to be right. I mean, sometimes it might, but it all depends. So there, we got our encounter. It was about right this time, which is kind of cool. But as you see, we get our encounter. And everything's all different colors, and that's how you know that's usually how I know I get the encounter. It's just a bunch of different colors in blue. So as you see, we get our different encounters. Oh yeah, but don't be fooled. If you do like this, you may get. If you go too far, it's gonna turn purple like that. That's just because it's going out into the outer place around here. So it's gonna switch to a bigger line, and it's gonna be purple, so just watch out for that. It should also have these kind of circles and stuff. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go find that. Actually, no, we don't. Just you know, stay whatever position you're in, I guess, with your ship, and you're gonna warp along this blue line until you get to here, the moon encounter. Now, where's the moon? It's all the way over here, but don't worry, we'll get it. It'll come here in a second. So you see, we're going to come up really slow, and all of a sudden it should do a different, the blue line should start wrapping around the moon like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our retrograde. Now the retrograde kind of looks like this yellow orangish, a yellowish greenish thing right there, but it has an X in the middle. Usually it's on the opposite side of that one. That's the prograde. There it is. Yeah, it's about on the opposite side. So, we overshot a little bit. Is my thruster still work? Yeah, okay. I'll just make sure I don't run out of RCS. That'd be not too good, since I've got a bigger ship. So, we're actually almost about to let go of our last stage here. I think we have a lot of fuel, but yeah, look how much fuel we have, but you know, we can't use the stage to land, so it's not really we don't really need it. Okay, so don't burn too fast here. So you're gonna burn retrograde, and you're gonna see your blue line start to wrap around the planet. Now sometimes you get a full orbit, and sometimes it'll go right into the planet like so. Now that's fine. Anything that happens if you get in orbit, that's totally fine. And I'll tell you what to do if you don't get what I'm getting right now. Okay, so you see, we got this, and the periapsis has already entered the moon. So if you get a full orbit, let's say it's like this, what you want to do is you just want to go to your apoapsis, warp there, and just burn retrograde till it looks like this. Simple. Okay, so now we're going to go back out, and we're just going to get rid of that stage. And yeah. So we're on to our next stage now, and we're ready to go. So where's the moon? I just want to find the moon. There it is. Okay. So we're pretty high right now. Pretty high. Sorry, no, I'm not high, but as in space. So I hope that turns to daylight because I hate landing in the dark. It sucks. Okay, so we're gonna hit G, which brings down our gears. And we're just gonna go warp down to about 50,000 meters. So really, now we're getting really low. I overshot a little bit. Okay. Anyways, you want to go to your retrograde and burn full thrust to retrograde. I may have overshot. But I'm just going to burn. I can't really see where the heck the floor is. That's why I hate landing on the dark side of the moon. So we're just going to burn. I'll keep an eye on this orbit thing. That needs to be down to less than 10 or else you're going to crash. Yeah, I'll be fine. That orbit right here, that has to be less than 5. Let's just say less than 5. Because right now I just go plummeting and, crash. So I'm just going to keep going because I can see myself thinking that I can slow down fast enough and then crash into the moon. I've done that plenty of times. So remember, you're burning retrograde right now. So you see, now we're getting down, and we can just kind of let it go. Now, once we're down to 30 pieces, you see we're still 15,000 meters up, and we don't have to be bothering until we're about 5,000 meters. Just make sure you keep your thing at a substantial, not going up too fast, like so. So let's see here. Yeah. I was just tracking something. So I'm going to move a little over with my retrograde. We're just going to let it go, and we're going to warp it actually a little bit. That's kind of dangerous. But I think we'll be able to, we're fine. But that's a little dangerous. You have to be a little more pro. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to say that pro. But still warp just a little. Okay, here we go. Now we can't even warp. So now you just sit and wait. Now I can't tell where I am. That's why you want to get on the light side of the moon. Or else you can't really tell where you are, which is kind of like a bummer. Now, by this point, you really don't need to follow the retrograde. Once it's now, because you want to keep it straight, and you're going to be on a slide if you're like that. It's gonna basically I can't really tell where I am right now, but I know that I want to land, so the retrograde will start to come back towards the middle, but then when you burn, it'll go away. So I'm actually going very fast right now, and I just can't even tell where I'm at. Which, I wish we could just there should be a mod like that. That's not like a bad mod or you're cheating or something. It's just something that annoys. Okay, see, now I'm actually going. So to see if the prograde starts to go where you are, don't follow it. Okay, so if you just stay at the prograde, you should be pretty good. Can't tell where I am. Watch, I'm just gonna hit the ground. Okay, so now we gotta burn. We gotta burn. Okay, now we're just gonna go faster. Because when you get about 2,000 meters, it's not exactly 0 when you're hit. So you got to really pay attention at about 2,000 meters. Oh, I'm pretty high. I want to, I'm just gonna go try to turn up the brightness here. No, that doesn't do anything. Dang it. Oh, crap. I just did something. Well, my game crashed, but autosave saved me. Okay. So, around 2,000, 2,500, you should touch the ground. I'm just guessing though because I'm in the dark and I can't really see anything, which kind of sucks. So I'm just gonna stick to that. That's mostly when I land, but it's really different for everybody. Unless you're in the daylight and you can actually see what's happening. Burn, burn, burn. Okay. So now I'm going up, which is not good. I think I'm about to touch the ground. Oh yeah, I am. Definitely about to touch the ground. So I'm really scared. Whoa, what just happened? I hit something. I'm gonna crash. Lights, nothing. I definitely just hit something on the surface. That was kind of funny, actually. I do have to admit. I was really confused, I was like, what? Okay, sorry, I had to pause it there for a second. But we're still going. Oh, dang it is. Just get so nervous. When I touch the ground, I guess I can do that. I think you guys get the idea how to land, so I don't think you want to be like, do this like 100 times. Okay, so we're about to land. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh no, we're gonna go back up. Oh god. So, we just landed, which is pretty awesome. And we're gonna, I guess apparently we're still moving. Okay, let's just warp. There we go. And here we are. Let's eject. Darn. I always get that wrong. It's EVA. Okay. Here we go. And let go. Woohoo. Oh god. Oh god. Now this is why you want to have the ladder, and just basically when you're in the spaceship, just right click it and click extend ladder. Okay, so here we go. The moment of truth. Planting flag. Woo! Okay, guys, well, that's how you get onto the moon. Oh, we got a name light. YouTube. Yay. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of weird. Well, look at that happy face. But that is all you have to do to get to the, well, not, that's kind of a lot, but that's what you have to do to get to the MUN in Kerbal Space Program. We'll see you guys later. Oh, and jetpack. R, in space. Oh god. Anyways, yeah, so now I'm gonna have to do another tutorial on how to get back in your spaceship if you don't have a ladder. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I should have some fun trying to get back into the spaceship. Oh, wait. We might get it right here. Yes! And there we go. So we're back in, and yeah, buddy. So that is how you do it, guys. Peace. Quick little thing I forgot to tell you. Because you guys probably do this. Basically what you need to do to actually save your flight is just escape and space center. Do not end flight, whatever you do, or else your thing will be for nothing. And then just basically come to Space Center. And look at that, you just can come to the Space Center, click that, and click fly, and you go right to your spaceship. Simple as that. Peace out. Subscribe.